Overnight, another powerful storm hitting Texas. Tropical Storm Nicholas packing dangerous winds, some strong enough to sway this gas station from side to side. But its biggest threat, a devastating downpour. Forecasters predicting it could soak some areas with up to 18 inches of rain. The rising waters swallowing streets up and down the Texas coast. And this morning, hundreds of thousands of Texans without power. The governor issuing disaster declarations in 17 counties. Emergency workers busy until hours before the storm struck, moving equipment to high-risk areas in case flood rescues became necessary.
We don't know if we're going to get 5 inches or 15 inches.
Daryl Apfel grew up in Galveston and says hurricane or not, every storm brings its own problems.
You can't take any of them lightly. You have to take them all as if they're a Cat 5 hurricane, because sometimes the high water, sometimes the rains cause the same or more than an actual hurricane.
Meanwhile, in Louisiana, so many still struggling from their own hurricane.
I know that bracing for another storm while we're still responding to and trying to recover from Hurricane Ida is not the position that we wanted to be in, but it is a situation that we are prepared for.
Ida's recovery now made even tougher, with Nicholas promising heavy rain and possibly even more flooding in areas that don't need either. Just 2 weeks after one of the worst hurricanes in state history. And this morning, the governor of Louisiana issuing a pre-landfall disaster declaration. This storm is now turning towards that area where they're not only recovering from Ida, but the city of Lake Charles still recovering from hurricanes Laura and Delta that struck nearly a year ago. Hoda?
Morgan, you're just standing on a regular city street. Is that where you are right now?
Yeah, this is an area called the Strand in Galveston. This rain combined with a little storm surge, more than enough to put these streets underwater right now. We don't know how long it's going to take to drain. That's why officials are urging everyone, please stay off the roads as long as possible. There are reports of trees and downed power lines in and around this entire region. And we know that the winds are going to carry their way through southeast Texas into Louisiana by the end of today.
Knee deep. All right, Morgan, thank you so much.
Let's check in with Al, see what the storm's doing right now. These folks do not need this.
They sure don't, guys. And unfortunately, it continues. We have flash flood watches, flash flood warnings for 10 million people. This rain is falling at the rate of 2 to 4 inches per hour. The latest on Nicholas right now, a tropical storm, but still bringing big problems and headaches. It's 30 miles southwest of Houston, Texas. 70-mile-per-hour winds. It's northeast moving at 9 miles per hour. It rapidly intensified overnight. The last 5 out of 6 hurricanes have rapidly intensified. With Nicholas, that makes 8 U.S. landfalls so far in 2021, 11 landfalls in 2020. When you average it out each year, should we only have about 3? So we are well above the average. There's climate change for you. We are looking at tropical storm warnings from Bay City to Galveston, all the way just to the south of Lake Charles. This system is going to be moving quickly for the next 24 hours, traveling about 250 miles, bringing heavy rain into Louisiana. But look what happens tomorrow. It starts to slow down, only traveling about 115 miles in a day. And that flooding rainfall is going to continue. And as we move on into Thursday, it only travels about 55 miles. It's still causing problems for Louisiana, just trying to make its way into Mississippi. So that Louisiana flood threat will continue. We've got storm surges anywhere from 3 to 5 feet along the Texas coastline, and a risk of flooding, a high risk into Lake Charles from Texas, but a moderate risk all the way into Louisiana, New Orleans as well. We could see upwards of 20 inches of rain with this system, but on average 5 to 10 inches, guys. This is still going to be a big problem going right into Thursday. Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.